Alright, what's going on? I'm bringing you Nuke 125. This time it was on Abandoned Factory with the Class 3 and the East German T-72M-1 in that order. I could have done a lot better with a Class 3 this match, but I got fucked because I believe it was a T-55A or a Finnish T-55. His gunner didn't die when I shot in the turret, or like right below the turret, so fuck. But yeah, no, nonetheless, it was a very good nuke. I've been absolutely going haywire with the T-72 recently, the M1. Um, been doing pretty yeah, okay, watch this. Look at that. I got his loader and his commander, and I oranged his gunner there. And I'm pretty certain I was just like, ah, fuck it. And I push him, and he got my gunner or my commander and my loader there. Yeah, actually my driver and my loader. But yeah, anyways, I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay. I want to talk about how fucked 9.3 is right now, or is going to be, because they're going to be putting in a lot of 10.3 vehicles. You know, the BMPT Terminator is coming in, which is 10.3. I mean, there's a premium version of it, which is at 10.3, and you already have a hard time of up tiers at 9.3 because of all the premiums that are at 10.3. So you just get pushed up. And I hate bitching about that because you can actually do pretty fucking good on an up tier with these vehicles because, I mean, there's a lot of vehicles that still rely on DM33 at 10.3. So I really hate bitching about it. It's just more so I hate seeing a guy hitting his side armor, and because of all the era, the round just bounces. So that kind of sucks. Going up against T-80 is gonna be kind of a pain in the ass because they're really fucking good. Like on a down tier, that fucking armor, because of all the era, on the front, hitting the frontal armor can be a little tricky. You pretty much have to go for a lower glacis shot, or you have to go for the driver port. I'd very much recommend just going for the driver port because there's a lot of times where, because of the way the tank is angled, the lower glacis shot will either just bounce or it won't one-hit the tank. It'll just take out his autoloader, which is pretty bad if he's reloading, but from my personal experience, every time you knock out an enemy's autoloader, he always has one in the chamber, and he knows that. He knows that there's only one in the fucking chamber, so he's fucking counting. He's making sure, he's fucking Vasily Zaitsev with that one round that he has left. So, yeah. So, as you can see, a T-55 is pretty nuts on a down tier because I don't want to say there's nothing that they can do, but as you can see, there's not a whole lot that they can do. The armor on the T-72 is really good. It's pretty much one of the only tanks around this BR where you have armor that you can actually kind of rely on. I mean, yeah, there's definitely weak spots in the front. Sometimes you can penetrate the turret cheek depending on what cannon you have and what round you're using. But for the most part, your best bet is going for the driver port or going for the lower glacis, much like the T-80 is on an up tier for me. That's what the T-72 is. So it's a very solid tank. But I think I've said this before, T-72s, they're all fun and games until you have to fucking reverse. So, yeah. The 125 is also really good. The only issue I have is, so I actually have this crew aced because I've used this vehicle so many fucking times. So, it's just really funny because I don't get that reload benefit from the aced crew. It's because it's an autoloader. The quality of your weapon reloading from your loader doesn't fucking matter. It's all about the autoloader mechanism, which is for the T-72, it's at 7.1 seconds, which is basically what a expert crew, it's what a NATO crew gets for their reload with expert max weapon reloading, max leadership. Oh yeah, watch this shot right here. Watch. Boom, boom, fucking exploded. Usually those darts just go in one end and out the other, but that time it actually fucking exploded. I don't know what the hell I fucking hit. But yeah, I mean 7.1 seconds ain't bad. There's definitely worse reloads out there. However, I'm pretty certain the T-60 or T-80 gets, I believe, 6 seconds or 6.5 seconds, which is fucking nuts. That's fast as fuck. I'm pretty sure it's 6 seconds actually. So, anytime I come across a T-80, I can't really rely on an expert NATO, crew out reloading it, which kind of sucks, of course, but oh well. And then here, fucking Type 93. I mean, yep, boom, armor saved me again. And that's a T-55, and assuming he's firing dart at me, APSDS, he gets about 335 mils a pen, which, for 8.3, that's something to spit at. T-55 is a very good tank. It's a very underrated tank, and it really is a kind of hidden powerhouse for Russia at 8.3. I mean, really, the only issue is that because of how much better tanks get in terms of their cannons at 9.3, your armor can't really take much of a beating on an up tier. But regardless, your cannon still is fairly decent, and your mobility still is fairly decent. So, just on up tiers, you just can't really go up very well. But I mean, this BMP actually gets me a fucking toe, but we kill each other right there. So, yeah, there's a nice little T-72 nuke right there I got. Let's just go ahead and wait for me to spawn in the old Jaguar here. Yep, there it is. So, yeah, I'm hoping I'm about to start playing here soon. I've been recording a bunch of these nukes and making sure that they're all good. Hopefully, tonight I can have some pretty good matches as well, because I wouldn't mind getting up to Nuke 130. So, yeah, no, here it comes. Yeah, I don't... God, it's always like the last minute or 2 minutes of these videos. I always kind of lose my train of thought, and I don't really know what else to talk about. So, no enemy air. That's good, right? Yeah, hell yeah. Sometimes taking off with these nuke planes takes fucking forever. I remember the first time I ever got a nuke with the Jaguar, I almost crashed because I tried to take up way too early. So, there's your pro tip right there. When you get the nuke and the Jaguar, or really any of these jets where you have to take off, make sure to like use most of the runaway, because if you don't, you're gonna take off too early. You're gonna stall and you're gonna crash. I've only crashed 2 nukes. I crashed one in the Canberra, and I crashed one in the B-29. So, yep. I realistically I should have 2 more nukes, but I'm a fucking idiot. So, yeah, here's Nuke 125. So, any day now it comes in. There you go. A little lag right there, of course. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo. There's only like 2 enemy players left, so yeah, fuck you, AFT. I fucking hate those things. All right, well, thanks for watching. This was a very good nuke. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever. If you're atheist or Jew or Muslim or just don't celebrate Christmas, I don't care. Merry Christmas. Yep. Happy Hanukkah or whatever. Kwanzaa. Yeah, cool.